God's voice, personally, has been a catalyst in changing my life. I am not the smartest kid on the block. I don't have a lot of education, a lot of experience per se. I also don't have a lot of knowledge concerning life and so many other things to be as successful as God has blessed me with. And if I can look back into my life, some of the wisest decisions that I've made was really leading of the Holy Spirit. They were not of my own doing. The voice of God, I would say the first time that I remember vividly that set the course in my life, it happened around 16 years of age. When I felt like I heard God in my spirit. It wasn't audible, but it felt like it was audible. When God painted a picture of what my future will be like at the age of 16, of the kind of people I'm going to be impacting and the kind of church I'm going to be leading. It was crazy. It was unbelievable. But it was so real. It changed my future. It changed the direction of my life. I knew from that point what I was supposed to do with my life. And ever since that time, I'm 35 now, that's what I've been doing. Sometimes people ask me, they're like, man, you know, God is blessing you, you're seeing the faithfulness of God. But I'm going to tell you one thing, guys, is that I've been doing this for a very long time. And the reason I've been doing this is because I felt and I was secure and confident that this is what the Lord spoke to me to do. See, a lot of us, we don't want to obey the voice of Jesus because it calls us into the impossible. It calls us into sacrifice. It calls us into the unknown. When Jesus tells the servants, take water and pour it into the vessels and then take it to the leader or take to the organizer of the wedding, that is foolish, that is crazy, that's ridiculous. But it's in that process the miracle happened. And by doing that, they became a blessing to the wedding party. When you obey the voice of God, you unlock miracles in your life. When you obey the voice of God, you become someone else's miracle. God takes you to the next level. So many people plateau in their walk with God for this one reason, because they plateau in their obedience. When you stop obeying God, you stop growing in the next level with the Holy Spirit. The key to the next level with the Holy Spirit is not always praying more, fasting more, or giving more. It's obeying God. If He tells you to fast more, fast more. If He tells you to give more, give more. If He tells you to forgive, forgive. Your next level is not connected to you doing more. It's connected to you obeying what He says. Whatever He says, Mary says to the servants, whatever He says, just do it. Like the Nike says, just do it. Come on, somebody, drop that in the chat. Just do it. Many of you are spiritually stagnant. And the key right now is not to punish yourself. The key is to find what is He saying to you in this season that you need to do. And just do that one thing. It could be something that you're not comfortable with. It could be something that takes you out of the realm of what's convenient. It could be something that takes you out of the realm of what's normal. It will take you into something maybe that's radical and ridiculous and not even reasonable to some people. But I can guarantee you, I'm a living witness. It will change your life. It will transform your life. It will change your life if you simply obey the voice of the Holy Spirit. I don't fast to fast, even though fasting is part of my Christian discipline. I fast because I want to be obedient. When we did 21-day, 40-day fast, people are like, how do you do it? I don't do it. I obey. For me, it's not about 40-day fast. For me, it's about obedience. And if I say, Lord, I want to obey you, He will give me the grace to obey. You know, when me and my wife given over 6 cars already, it's not about I wanted to be generous. No, I just want to be obedient. That's all. And I want to challenge you to do the same. When it comes to consistency in prayer, it's not about, oh, I just want to be disciplined. That's not about that for me. For me, it's about obedience. I want to be obedient to the Lord. The writing of the book, it's about obedience. It's about, like, even right now, what the Lord is challenging me to do in the next 6 months of my life is about obedience. It's not something I'm super comfortable with. And it's not about sacrifice, it's about obedience. Abraham did not try to sacrifice Isaac. Abraham simply obeyed God and it led to sacrifice. God does not reward sacrifice. He rewards obedience, but obedience always leads to sacrifice. Come on, somebody, drop that in the chat. God does not reward sacrifice. He rewards obedience, because obedience always leads to sacrifice. You can sacrifice and not obey, but you cannot obey and not sacrifice. Saul sacrificed in disobedience, but Abraham obeyed and it led him to sacrifice. The Bible says Jesus learned obedience through the things that he suffered. Jesus didn't come on the cross to prove that he was sacrificial lamb. He came on the cross because he was obedient to his Father, and that led him to sacrifice. And so do not fall in love and become addicted to sacrifice, addicted to discipline. Be in love and addicted with the voice and obedience to the Lord, and you will see great miracles in your life, and you will see God will make you a miracle to someone else. Come on, somebody, drop number 1 in the chat if you are with me and you are in agreement that it's time to obey God. Like that old Christian hymn says, trust and obey. That's the only way. Trust and obey. Drop that in the chat. Trust and obey. Obedience is the key.